Dear Diary, I have been birthed. After 3 weeks in the great maternal chamber of warmth, I broke free from my shell. We were vaccinated against diseases such as infectious bronchitis, Newcastle disease, and Marek's disease. Meanwhile, the workers are cleaning the barn, mowing the lawn, replacing the wood and chipping, turning on heaters, and adjusting food and water. Dear Diary, we arrived safely. The truck took us to a huge building, inviting in its warmth, provisions, and safety against predatory dangers. While the unfamiliar environment daunted us, we were relatively quick to locate the food and water. In fact, one of the first things we were pleasantly surprised by was the quality of the Just like how eggs needed to be kept warm in an incubator, barns also serve to simulate an ideal environment for the chickens. The difference being the barns have more space and thicker concrete walls and windows and food and a floor. Speaking of floor, in a barn it is covered with a thick layer of chicken litter, which is made from fine sawdust. This provides a soft bedding material for the chickens, allowing them to sleep and dust bathe, as well as an absorbent floor for spills and droppings. In larger barns, artificial ventilation using fans is used, preventing disease and mold growth. The amount of food available within the barn, along with its high chicken density, are bound to attract predators and vermin. Luckily, chicken barns feature walls, significantly restricting large predators' access to the chickens inside. As for smaller animals, farmers employ traps, barred airways, and the mowing of grass around the barn to discourage vermin. But what good is keeping the chickens safe if they have nothing good to eat? Of course, chickens are only given feed best suited to their needs. Feed is composed of grains for energy and contains about 10% additional supplements to aid health. Water is dispensed through nipple drinkers, which provide an intuitive way for the chickens to drink by pecking at the nipples.
Every day I worry all day.
All eggs are cleaned, fumigated, from residual feces prior to hatching, and are vaccinated after they do. This means the chickens won't carry disease with them into the building, which is also thoroughly cleaned and disinfected. Dear Diary, this may be my last entry, not due to any imminent danger per se. In fact, due to the exact contrary. This journal of my encounters with peril becomes increasingly obsolete as the benevolent forces which did bring me here continue to care for me here, and as I increasingly trust them to keep doing so indefinitely. Life is good here, and while I may have not realized before that this was true for the entirety of my life, I can now genuinely say that I am happy.